Hi guys, welcome to the first video on this channel. So I set up this channel to talk about 375 Star Wars collecting. And I thought I've just moved into a new house, set up my first display cabinet. I've still got boxes of stuff to go through, so there will be other collection videos, but I thought a good idea for the first video would be to go through this cabinet that I've just set up. So I do collect all 375 inch lines, but mainly the vintage collection. And the first two drawers or sections of this cabinet are just a few carded pieces that I've got. I'm not a massive carded collector. There's a shipper box at the back which is full of carded stuff. I'm not going to go through all the carded stuff. I've still got boxes of it to go through. But in the main, the only carded stuff I like is Unpunched or A New Hope stuff, and a piece that I'd really like is a vintage collection C-3PO, but we haven't seen that yet. There's also a bag of accessories and stuff at the back, a few spare figures in it. So if we go up to the first section, after the carded stuff, I've got a few of my Empire figures from modern series and shows. At the back I've got a Count Dooku and a Grand Inquisitor, and I've got quite a few carded pieces that I will throw in here. I've just picked up the Darth Maul on the Clone Wars card because they are re-releasing that, and I thought if I was going to open it I'll pick it up. It was on a deal. But yeah, so in the corner here I've got the Enoch and the Night Troopers with Admiral Thrawn. There are two Admiral Thrawns. There's the one from Ahsoka and then the one that I chose from Rebels. And he has slimmer legs, which I like, and I just prefer the blue colour on his face and the head sculpt. Then we'll move in. This figure I custom did. Bought it for £1, literally £1 on Vinted. I added this double-bladed lightsaber, red cape at the back, this handpiece from a clone, and I will add a few more bits to him. I just quite like him. I think he's a trooper from one of the modern Star Wars films. The General Grievous that I've got here is the Revenge of the Sith line, which I'm thinking it's from 2008, but I could be wrong. I've got Sister Reva here, or Reva, from Obi-Wan Kenobi. Really nice figure, and she's there. And at the back I've got Moff Gideon and a Dark Trooper. Moving to the next compartment, or whatever you want to call it. At the back I've got a Peridea Ahsoka, and I've got a Vel Sartha, which I'm waiting to open because I need a better Andor figure. Some of the loose stuff on here, we've got Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is one of the latest releases from his series. Padme, clearly looking forward to upgrade this figure next February when the new one comes out, but I've got her there for now. And then I've got Anakin, he's from Ahsoka. There's a 2003 Revenge of the Sith clone trooper. The other Ahsoka, I'm trying to think which outfit that is. It's not the Peridea one. Cassian Andor, this is from Rogue One. I do need a vintage collection Cassian Andor. When I do get that, I'll open this Vel Sartha to go with him. And then I've got a Kirstan, or however you pronounce it, and he's vintage collection. He's a really nice figure. So that's those two. And then if I get up and move up, I've got the original trilogy, some of the original trilogy stuff. I've got Darth Sidious, or the Emperor. Really nice figure, getting a little bit harder to find now. He's from the vintage collection. Bespin Guard, or Cloud City Guard, I believe. Then I've got the Return of the Jedi Vintage Collection Boba Fett. Again, a really nice figure. One of my favourites. And then this is an original 1983 Emperor's Guard. And then I've got Roblot, the Vintage Collection Jabba the Hutt. And this is a Rogue One Darth Vader. Now, this is a theme you're going to find common in my collection. That if I can get something carded, for example, a New Hope Darth Vader or a New Hope Ben Kenobi, then I'll find another type of that figure or version of that figure to go loose. So there's the Ben Kenobi that I've chose if we carry on to the next shelf with the original trilogy. So that's Ben Kenobi. I'm not sure what line that's from, but the face sculpt is really good. Not as good as the new release, but pretty good nonetheless. This is the new Luke Skywalker. This is not the card that comes with the new Land Speeder, because I kept that carded, but it is the same figure, just without the hat and the binoculars and stuff. This is the Vintage Collection R2-D2. This is a really bad Chewbacca. I have got Chewbacca on card from A New Hope, but this one probably needs upgrading. And this C-3PO, I like it. I'm not sure what line it's from, but he does work. And then I've got Princess Leia. Now, I've got the New Hope one again carded, but this one I found, it is a Vintage Collection, and I use that for my loose Leia. And then at the back, I've got 2 figurine Dans. And then this is a part of the Mandalorian bar scene. The rest of the scene is up here, and this is a really nice part of my collection, and I've got a lot more of this to add. But this is my Clone Wars bar, and basically this is most of my clones that I've got, and so the white and orange, we've got the 501st, I'm not 100% sure, but these are all Vintage Collection. These 3 at the back and this one here. But then most of them you see at the back are from 2008 Clone Wars, the Clone Wars line, like the Commander Cody. We've got Crosshair. I've got Hunter coming soon. But that's Crosshair, and then I thought a good place to put the Jango Fett would be with the clones. That's my Clone Wars. I call it a bar, but yeah. And then another one, and the final one I've got set up at the moment is the Armorer and some of my Mandalorian stuff. So we've got the Mandalorian and Grogu. I'm not sure what Mandalorian this is. Bo-Katan. Again, I forgot his name. The Armorer. Quill. The Blurg. The Armorer playset. And yeah, that's basically the cabinet how I have it right now. I'll do videos on future cabinets that I set up and future pieces. But I thought that would be a good way to start this channel. So appreciate any comments, any feedback, and as I say, once I've got everything set up, I'll do a full collection tour. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.